The real reason why Salesforce certifications don't work for Salesforce developers in 2026 is because you're focusing on the wrong kind of certifications instead of doing the right one. So in this video, I'll prove you why it's the case, why certifications are not the key, what certifications actually matter for you to grow your career in 2026 as a developer, and how to use certifications to advance your career instead of stalling and wasting so much time on those certifications. So the first one, why certifications are not the key. And here's what we need to understand. Let's go here. There are 87 available certifications that you could do. So this is only those that are on the trailhead. So in theory, I think there are 100 plus certifications, because there are also certifications that you cannot just do on trailhead. You have 87 certifications, but not all of them are relevant for developers and for everyone in Salesforce. The question is, why certifications are not the key? When we look at requirements, at the job requirements, right? When you go on LinkedIn, or anywhere, and you'll see people listing kind of requirements that they need. First, you'll always find PD1 certification. Especially for developers, this is the #1 certification that you see on all the job descriptions. But why do you think actually people list this certification on the job description? Is it because they actually want you to have the PD1 certification, or because they see this PD1 certification as a proof that you have a certain level? And I would argue that this is the case for the second option. They don't really care if you have certification or not. What people care when they hire you, right? So this is, let's say this is your boss. It's your boss. When your boss or any kind of manager want to hire someone for the team, what's important on the team? What's important? Important that when you join the team, so there are already a lot of people working there. When you join the team, this is you can actually do the work, do the job. Do the job. This is the most important, that you can actually perform the job that you hired for. Ideally, you can perform it even better than they hoped. Ideally, they want you to perform it very, very, very good. And they are trying to find someone who fits into the team with a certain skill set that they're searching for. And the easiest way for them to say, hey, we want to have such and such person, we want to have a person who knows how to code, who knows a little bit of coding, who knows a little bit of Salesforce development, this person needs to have PD1 certification, because they think that this is something that's basically going to prove that you have some skills. But look what's important here. You will not get hired just because you have certification. The certification alone will never ever get you hired. You can have 20 certifications, you can have 50 certifications. They don't prove anything, because latest on the job here, when you're already working at the company, you're gonna have to actually perform the job and write the code. And I have seen so many people with PD1 certification that cannot do a simple trigger. And I interviewed those people when they applied for Salesforce developer job. And what do you think? Did I hire them? No, because I don't care about their PD1 certification. What I care is that they actually can do the damn trigger, that they can actually do the job. Okay, this is the only thing that we care about. And if you have PD1 certification, but you cannot do the trigger, you cannot do the job, it will not get you hired. But the other way around, if you have the skills, but don't have the certification, it still might get you hired. I know so many developers who have absolutely no PD1 certification, who have 10 plus years of experience, and do you think they struggle finding a job? Not at all, because skills is what gets you hired. When we think about certifications and learning how to code and advancing your Salesforce career, we should be thinking in terms of skills. How do I get the necessary skills to perform the job? This is step #1. Step #1, what you need to do is get skills. Skills to do the job. That's what you need to do. You need to get the right skills to do the job, not the certification. Because certification will not get you hired. The skills do. There's not a chance that you can go pass certification using some kind of dumps or whatever and then get hired. No way. No way that's gonna happen. This is why certifications are not key, but skills. Skills, this is the key to basically growing your career. There are still certifications that are important for Salesforce developers, because as much as certifications don't necessarily show the skill, there are certain certifications that show certain skill. And there are 3 of those certifications. The first one is, of course, PD1 certification. This certification, you have to take it no matter if you're admin, if you're a developer. In any case, you have to take this certification because this shows that you have a basic understanding of some kind of development. You don't need to know how to code actually to pass this certification. This certification is like 40% of admin stuff and maybe like 40% of some very easy development stuff. So you don't need to actually be super good at coding. I have seen a lot of people, again, with this certification that don't have good coding skills. So this is actually a pretty easy certification. And whenever I see PD1 certification, I don't assume that this person is a good developer. This certification alone doesn't prove that you're a good developer. But you have to take it because this is the fundamental certification for everything. The next certification that you have to take, because it actually matters for Salesforce developers, is PD2, Platform Developer 2 certification. Now, this is the first certification, this is the first certification that you cannot do if you're not a developer. There's not a single person who can pass this certification without being at least decent at Salesforce development. I have seen a lot of admins and people who have absolutely no idea about development passing PD1, but I have never ever seen anyone who is not a developer passing PD2 certification. It is actually quite a complex certification. Okay? It is not incredibly complicated, right? It is not like you're gonna have to study for 6 months to pass it, right? It's not a CTA, but it's still kind of a complicated certification, and you do need to know how to code and be quite decent at coding in order to pass the certification. So if I see someone with a PD2 certification, and I have PD2 myself, when I see someone with a PD2 certification, I know that they're freaking good at Salesforce development. They're not necessarily a senior developer, but I know that there is a baseline skill that they have, which PD1 is not telling me this. When you're going to be applying for jobs, they will look at your CV and they will see PD2 there. They will immediately understand that you at least have some baseline skill in Salesforce development. Every single Salesforce developer who is serious about their career should pass Platform Developer 2. You absolutely have to do that. If you're serious, of course. PD2 is an important one. But PD2 mostly focuses on Apex, and it touches also integrations, a little bit of LWC, and a little bit of Visualforce. But I would say that it has a very heavy emphasis on this part. This part is probably like 80% of the whole, maybe not 80, maybe 70% of the whole certification. It has a heavy emphasis on basically the backend, the platform part of Salesforce. But this part, it is an equally important part, and often when I see Salesforce developers, they kind of forget about LWC and frontend, because this is usually not something that you practice on. In order to kind of fix this on your CV, I think that you should go for JS1 certification. Now, the JavaScript 1 certification in Salesforce is a really cool one, because this shows that you have a front-end understanding, specifically that you're good at JavaScript. It is a lot of JavaScript certification. You don't need that much of actual Salesforce knowledge to pass the certification. If you're a front-end developer, you will be able to pass the certification without understanding too much of Salesforce. But it shows that you have basically understanding of JavaScript and the front-end part of Salesforce. And again, this is the certification that you cannot pass unless you're a developer, unless you really know how to code. There's not a single person who can pass just JavaScript 1 certification without understanding how to code. And now, if we bring this whole combination of those 3 certifications, we have PD1, we have PD2, and we have JavaScript 1 certification. When I see this combination of certifications on someone's profile, this person is for sure a developer, 100%. They know Apex, they know integrations, and they know LWC. So this is a well-rounded developer that passed pretty hard certifications. And I know that they have a baseline skill. Now, of course, this alone is not enough for you to get hired. On all of this, you need to have skills. You cannot just go and pass those certifications. You actually need to be able to do stuff from those certifications. But this is the certifications that are most important. And instead of going for those 87 certifications and doing some kind of AI certifications or Agentforce, no one cares about those certifications. When people hire developers, they hire for a specific role for you to perform a job. And on the job, you're actually not doing usually that much of AI or Agentforce, unless it's a very specific role. So usually you're doing a pretty standard Salesforce development, which consists out of Apex, LWC, and Visualforce. And that means that when you're applying for the jobs, when you're searching for the jobs, if you want to stand out and if you want to get hired and if you want to have a lot of different jobs, you need to demonstrate to the market that you can actually perform the job, that you have the skills. And the best way to do it is to actually have the skills, have the experience, and to market yourself using hard certifications. Because certifications, they only matter if they're hard to do. If not, everyone can do the certification. And those certifications that I listed, not everyone can do it. You have to be a developer to do them. Certifications are only useful when they are hard. If we have here time to take the certification, and here we have utility, then this is how it looks like. The longer it takes to pass a certification for an average person, the more of a utility, the more useful are the certifications, the more market values those certifications. This is why here you have a CTA. A CTA certification, Certified Technical Architect, is a very hard certification to pass and to achieve. There are just a few thousands of people who actually have done it in the whole world. And it takes a long time to get into the certification. And this is why this certification is important and gives you a lot of value on the market. And the same goes with all the other certifications. No matter what certification you take, the harder the certification is for an average person to do, the more utility, the more useful it is for you actually. The PD1, I would say it's somewhere here, PD1, it's somewhere here. It's not a hard certification. You can pass it relatively fast, especially if you know how to code. PD2 and JavaScript 1 are approximately on the same level. And then we have some architect certifications. Depending what kind of architect certifications you have, they might be a little bit harder for you to pass. It's more individual or a little bit easier to pass than PD2 and JavaScript 1. So if you do all of this, if you focus on hard certifications, you market yourself as a developer that has actually useful skills, you will stand out on the market and you'll beat the market and you will never ever struggle to find a job as a Salesforce developer. That's it. See you in the next one.